guys, hi. Hi to our Insta fam as well. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hi there. Hi. I think our guest for the day is in. I'm just going to invite her. Hi, Satnam.
Hi, Anu. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Hmm. I'm also good.
Okay, all good. Tech setup.
Yeah, all good, all good. Um,
Lovely. Okay, so thanks for taking the time to join us today on this Instagram Live. It's
yeah,
the 51st episode of our
yeah.
podcast, and we're
Mhm.
just so honored to have you. We've never really explored about the hospitality industry before, so I'm really excited about getting to know what you've been building and how your journey of so many years of experience has been 16 years, as I understand. So that's a long
Yeah.
time.
First, I am loving how you are building up Rare Reach, and so thoughtful, so intellectual, and this is something which I really appreciate. And I'm looking forward for this conversation today. Really
That's
excited.
Thank you for those very kind words. And I think it's just shorties to shorties spreading all of that love because
Mhm.
I really believe that high time that in India we talk about height
Yes.
illusion. We always say ki don't comment on someone's weight, don't comment on someone's looks, but
Mhm.
hardly somebody says ki it's also wrong to comment on someone's height. So I
Yeah.
think trying to
Yes.
create that awareness and get more and more people to feel absolutely comfortable in their skin. You are such a beautiful
Exactly.
example of that, Satnam.
Thank you so much.
Okay, lovely. So I'm just going to give a very quick introduction to Satnam, our guest of honor for today. So she's an entrepreneur and she's built a strong presence in the luxury, hospitality, and events industry. She is the founder of Sunny Palace. She comes with 16 years of experience and she's basically created a lot of spaces for hosting elegant weddings and memorable celebrations. Her focus has been on detail, creating curated experiences for people, make them feel that the home away from home, right? So she's someone who's built with vision, with resilience and the confidence, and something that she's built right from ground up, so bilkul shuru se shuruaat karke and to reach this level of success. We're so excited to hear your story today, Satam. What lessons you've had on entrepreneurship, so all of you young
Yeah.
girls there who want to become entrepreneurs, ask away your questions. कैसे इतने सालों तक आप build करते आए हैं? What challenges you may have seen. All of us see highs, but
Mhm.
we also face failures. So how
Exactly.
overcome those failures as well? And what is the mindset that helps her create a brand that is कि हमारी लाइफ के सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट मेमोरेबल प्रेशियस मोमेंट्स को कैसे और स्पेशल बना सकें and memories to hold for life. That's what
Mhm.
Satam is doing. So congratulations, Satam, and welcome once again.
Thank you so much. And see, honestly speaking, I'll tell you, Anu, that it wasn't planned something which was very in a structured manner, it all went all organically. See, I was very much drawn towards beauty, cinema, fashion, aesthetics, spaces, how homes are arranged, and how celebrations are meant. So then I realized that celebrations are not just events, and they are moments which are transformed into spaces. So Sunny Palace came from that thought. It started with a very simple idea, but yeah, over the years it evolved around something which is very layered and very refined. And what people see today is a polished version, but it took over like years and years of building up, understanding people and attention to detail. And this is all about my journey, very intentional. Hmm.
I love that. I love that you're doing what you really love. So I
Yeah,
think by itself is one of the most special things. And I think if you love what you're doing, then that just makes the journey so
exactly,
more
exactly,
enjoyable. And
exactly,
again, like I feel like it's coming from a very selfless place where it's not just like I want to build a business. It's also about ki I want people to feel special on their special days.
exactly,
Feel
exactly,
like we're being taken care of. So I think that just makes it even more special.
exactly.
Um, so again, like on these lines, if I were to ask you,
Mhm.
now Sunny Palace is one of the most recognized luxury wedding destination places.
Mhm.
Destination weddings has become such a cool thing. So many people want to have
Mhm.
destination weddings now.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
where did your journey of entrepreneurship really begin? And you said ki plan nahi tha, and
Huh.
just really loved this space and you started to get into it. So if you could just take us back to when this struck you, ki I want to build Sunny Palace. What was
See,
that?
Yeah, actually, I was having multiple of visions in my mind. Nothing was as such. I told you as was planned in a structured way. But yeah, definitely, I was having multitude of visions in my mind, and I always wanted to do something of my own. And what I felt is hospitality is a great thing to go with because it is connected with the emotions. When people come to my venue, they feel important, they feel welcomed, and they should feel emotionally warmed. So I thought that thought, I just was like thinking of that, what to do next and how to take the authorship and how to preserve the history because it is a legacy which I am carrying forward. So from that thought only, Sunny Palace came up.
Lovely.
Yes.
This legacy that you're carrying forward. Would you like to tell us about that, please?
Yeah, actually, it started as you said that I am there from last 16 years. It started with my father, and I am carrying forward that legacy forward. And yes, I was, but see, I never wanted that what is existing. I don't want to carry that forward. So I thought to do something of my own, and then I took a authorship of Sunny Palace, and it's my baby totally.
How amazing.
Yes.
That is really cool. I think another very interesting thing is that you've built a very strong online presence, Satam. So,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of visibility, people looking at what you're posting, whether that's about
Mm-hmm.
work, whether that's about personal life. Uh, how has that been for you? And आप बहुत पहले से करते आ रहे हैं, which I think is quite forward. कि I want to put a piece of me online publicly. It also comes with a lot of judgment from people. Sometimes
Yes.
that's
Yes.
judgment, sometimes that's just people not saying very nice things also.
Exactly.
Got
Exactly.
sort of internal confidence to say, I know who I am, and not every comment will affect me.
Yes, exactly. See, what happened is when you decide to be public and when you decide to be visible, though I was never insecure about my looks, my beauty, my confidence, I was very confident. So, but yeah, definitely when you decide to be public or visible, then you have to, take opinions. Like people will come across having different kinds of opinion about you. And I never allow them, to define how I show up. My presentation is the extension of my personality, like how I dress up, how I speak, how I carry myself, and this reflect in my work which I'm doing also. And if you're like constant, and if you have a consistency and clear, your ideas are clear, then people stop judging you and start recognizing you. That's what.
That is lovely.
Mhm.
Absolutely agree. I think you just have
Mhm.
to, we all just have to, in today's world, even if
Mhm.
somebody has, like a wide, however wide their presence might be,
Mhm.
we all invite some kind of judgment. अगर
Mhm.
public नहीं होती है तो friends होते हैं, friends नहीं
हाँ
होते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
relatives होते हैं. There's already always someone who's making comments.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People will say when like you are public, then people will definitely say something. And if not, you are not public also, then too, people will say something or the other. But what I feel is you should always go with the flow without taking anybody's validation. So that's what I understand and feel.
absolutely. I
Hmm.
totally second that. I think another thing that I'd love to understand your perspective on is when I started in the fashion industry,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, a lot of vendors that I worked with
Mm-hmm.
would tell me, मैडम ऐसे ही होता है, आपको नहीं
Mm-hmm.
पता है, ऐसे
Mm-hmm.
हम ऐसे ही काम करते हैं, आपको
Definitely.
करवाना है मत करो. Even
हाँ
that
हाँ.
say.
Uh-huh.
Now you are in this industry of hospitality,
Mm-hmm.
large format events, उसमें caterers भी होते हैं, उसमें
बिल्कुल.
कोई टेंट लगाने वाले भी होते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
So many different vendor networks that you must be working with, and at least in my experience, I have seen that while leadership can be woman led,
Exactly.
the people that we work with at the ground level are mostly men, and they do sometimes I don't know, I wouldn't want to assume, but would you say that it is a male dominated industry? And then if it is, how is it that you're able to build that kind of credibility, that kind of trust, and even that kind of authority to say, listen, you have to understand what I am saying, and आपको वही करना है, and आप मुझे नहीं बता सकते हो because I'm a woman or because I look a certain way कि कैसी चीजें होंगी. So how do you drive that kind of leadership in a male dominated industry if it is one?
See, when you are into such kind of business or a large scale operations or in spaces like hospitality, you will come across such people who have a traditional mindset and typical mindset, and definitely they will let you down. But if you are clear with your decisions and if you have the consistency, then it speaks louder than anything. And for me, authority is always being quiet. It was never been announced, and I was very much clear about my decisions and like I was was very much, consistent. So then people automatically start aligning with me. So this what I feel is you have to be clear in your decisions and you have to maintain these standards high, and then people will automatically align, and then they'll start believing you. So
So do
yeah,
you
it take time, but it happens.
Okay, okay. And do you feel like your communication, your negotiation, does that change to make sure that there is that authority, credibility established?
Yeah, come again. What did you say?
Yeah, so I was asking that does your communication, your negotiation, does that change to establish the right kind of power dynamics with
Mhm.
vendors?
See, definitely. Like, there are some things which I never negotiate with. Okay. Like, you can say luxury, you can say consistency and attention to details. I never negotiate with these things. And what I feel is luxury is always into details. You have to, what I said earlier is you have to give importance to your client. When somebody enters Sunny Palace, they should feel important and they should feel welcome. And that is what is luxury is, when, if you feel comfortable, then that is luxury. And if you don't feel comfortable, then luxury is not there. So definitely I never negotiate on these small things. When even nobody is watching, then too I never compromise on those things.
Amazing, amazing. So I think again, credit to you for like building from the heart, because what you said is like even when nobody's watching me, even things that my customer doesn't look at, I care
Exactly.
the smallest of those details.
Yes, yes, that's what. So, and it is a very a famous quote by Coco Chanel as well, and I really live by that, you know. So,
Yes, true. So now, Satnam, so many years into building,
mhm,
there are so many young girls who listen to this podcast. And
mhm,
a lot of them have shared that they want to be entrepreneurs. In fact, I put up a story asking, do you have any questions for Satnam
mhm,
about luxury wedding? Do you have any questions about how she plans things? And interestingly,
mhm,
a lot of the questions that people asked were,
mhm,
okay, I am a girl and I
mhm,
want to become an entrepreneur. So how
mhm.
can I be one? So in your view, what do you
Yeah.
think perhaps stops women from
Mhm.
becoming entrepreneurs? If at all, do we have any mental blocks? And if
See,
you have those, then how did you overcome?
See, what I feel is hesitation and validation. These are the things which stop women to begin something with. They always need validation from someone or the other. But what I understand is you should go with the flow. You need not any validation from anyone. And then everything, start fixing up and coming up along with. So I can just tell them, just go with the flow. You need not to be perfect and just work hard, pray hard, play harder, and everything will be sorted. And this what I can say, that you have to be patient. Like I have learned patience from entrepreneurship and kind of balance and kind of responsibility. And at the same time, I was very inspired about the next generation also at home, like my daughter. She's also very confident and very curious about her vision and like her interest towards cinema, which is very interesting to watch. So these all things make my journey, very energetic. So this what I can tell them, that you have to be curious all the time and never give up, and no need to be, any validation from anybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that the legacy is being carried forward. Uh, and I genuinely believe whatever we do in life, I think the most that we learn is when we build ground up, right? That's
Yes,
like
exactly.
putting your most vulnerable, self aware self out there and learning along the way. So
Exactly.
now that it's been so many years of building, it's been this long journey, Sunny Palace has been a baby of yours. What are some lessons that entrepreneurship has perhaps taught you?
See, again, I'll say the lessons are always, you need not to be perfect. You should go with the flow, and you have to be constant, and consistency is the key, without losing your own individuality, right? So, and be at your own ease. If you are, if you have got everything also, then be at your own ease. But yeah, wanting for more and more should be always there. Your want should be there.
Ambition.
Ambition, your want should never, stop. So this what I feel is.
Lovely, lovely. I think it's always amazing when we tell girls to dream,
Mhm.
and hopefully
Yeah,
through your, your perspective, a lot of girls will feel inspired to dream bigger.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. You should always dream big, think high, and just play harder.
yep, yep. Lovely. So now we have a quick rapid fire for you, and then
Okay.
we have a few audience questions that came in also. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask those as well.
Okay.
Okay. So what is one quality that every entrepreneur must develop?
You need not to be perfect, and you have to be, constant. Consistency should be there. This is what I feel is.
Okay, amazing. What is one belief that has helped you grow as a leader?
That you have to go with the flow. You need not to be perfect. Again, the same, and definitely your ideas and your vision should be very clear.
Amazing. Okay. What does luxury mean to you?
Luxury means, again, I'll say luxury means comfort, and if something is not comfortable, it is not luxury. So luxury is into details. Luxury is comfort because when you're planning something intentionally, it will come out beautifully.
Okay. Okay, lovely. What does success feel like to you?
uh, to be at your ease where you are and wanting for more and more. That's what.
Lovely. Okay. So now I'll just take some audience questions that we had noted.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The first question was, what is one wedding that you're extremely proud of hosting at Satnam Palace, at Sunny Palace?
Uh, to be very honest, like I'm very proud of each and every wedding which I host because I always, as I said, that I always take things very seriously and personally, and attention to detail is always there for small things. So definitely, all the weddings I can say I'm very proud of hosting. There's not a not I can't say that only one wedding which I'm proud of.
Okay.
So. And yeah, I'm taking my business forward also. Like we have SK Events and Designs on us, and I am the founder of that. And we do all our decoration ourselves. So in this way we are expanding, and so we are giving attention to detail more.
Okay. Okay. Fabulous.
Mhm.
The second question is, what is the current theme that's running for weddings right now?
Color theme you're talking about?
I guess so. It says theme.
Yeah, themes. See, there are two types of themes. Like in color themes, if you say powder pink is the color of the year, we have done so many weddings in powder pink color. And if you talk about the themes, like there are multiple of themes of bridal entries and groom entry and Jamal theme. And after this Ambani's wedding, girls are coming up to me, brides are coming up to me कि जैसे अंबानी की शादी में हुआ था हमें पूरा वैसे ही चाहिए. And so if they have taken glass floor, the brides will ask for glass floor, and like we are doing so much of glass floor, so much in trend. So what all everybody's today's world, everybody knows social media, everybody is on social media. So जो अंबानी की wedding में people come and ask me, and we are delivering that everything.
Amazing.
अपने
Fabulous.
दिखाते हैं और सपने पूरे भी करते हैं.
बहुत ही अच्छी बात है. आई थिंक वेडिंग वैसे भी एक ड्रीम होता ही है, स्पेशली
Bilkul,
फॉर गर्ल्स
exactly, for
लाइक
girls.
about.
And Anu, these days, bride and grooms are coming to me. Parents have taken a back step these days. हमारे यहाँ तो अक्सर यही होता है, bride and groom are coming and they are discussing everything and about their bridal entries. They are very curious about, and about the groom entry even. These days, groom also want to enter with a shoshebazi and types and tashan like. So and then that Jamal theme is also there, which having lots and lots of themes in Jamal. So we do everything. We have one-stop solution. We have everything on us.
Fabulous. Okay, you are right. I think there is like a in trend of social media. So
Mm-hmm.
आप इतने साल से शादियां देखते आ रहे हैं.
Mm-hmm.
नाउ ये जो सोशल मीडिया का ट्रेंड आया है, ये पिछले कुछ ही सालों में 3-4
हाँ,
सालों में ही शायद इतना ज्यादा हाइप हो
exactly, exactly.
is such an important part of weddings. How has this changed operational things for you? Because when there's planning, or when there are the kind of events that are to be hosted, have you seen कि कस्टमर्स तो अलग चीजें चाहते ही हैं, बट
Mm-hmm.
आपके लिए जब आप ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं इस तरीके के इवेंट्स, किस तरीके से चेंज आपने देखा इंडस्ट्री में?
See, I'm just loving this change because I love to do all these things, and that is the reason we have come up with SK Events and Designs, where we totally design all the events for our clients. Like we do have vendors on us for food and for catering and for decoration, and like we are doing our own also in other resorts of ours. But here in Sunny Palace, like I'm really enjoying it, and from last 3-4 years, as you said, that it has taken a hype because of social media only. ये जितने भी celebrities wedding kar rahe hain after like Virat and after this Ranbir. So everybody wants such kind of wedding. Only people come to us and they want sundown wedding, and we do have Sunny Palace where sunset is very popular and very famous. So we do arrange sundown weddings as well, and I'm really really enjoying it, doing all these things. And I don't think so that I have any time failed doing it and I'm not enjoying it. And vendors are there, I am there, curating everything for them. So yeah, it is real fun to do.
Lovely. Okay, amazing. Now, somebody's asked, have you hosted a celebrity wedding or a very special wedding in the past year?
See, here in UP, we are arranging and we are hosting weddings where politicians are coming up. Some politician weddings we have arranged, but yeah, we are looking forward for the celebrity wedding. And one of my podcasts have earlier said that if Janvi is doing recently, we will definitely want to host her wedding and plan her wedding. So definitely, we are looking forward for the destinations wedding as well, especially in Mumbai, seaside wedding. Yeah, and we are looking forward for that.
Amazing. And is SK Events looking to do events also outside of?
Yeah, definitely. We are planning. That is the reason we have expanded also, and we will definitely go forward with this.
Got,
And mhm.
got it. Okay, somebody's asked, what is your favorite celebrity wedding?
Ambani's, that I earlier said, and we really, really enjoyed that wedding. Every day we were watching each and every function of theirs, and we were learning also from their wedding. And as I said, that brides were coming, grooms were coming, that we want that kind of event over here in Sunny Palace as well. As I told you, glass floor over there, the bridal entry and the groom entry, how they came and how they all did. So that was my favorite wedding.
Lovely. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Arohi is asking, I'm getting married in 2 months. Do you have
Okay.
tips for me?
Yeah, just tell her not to, again, I'll say for girls, not to take any tension, not to, have validation from anybody. You just do whatever you like in your wedding, and you are the heroine of that event. So you need not to ask anybody, or you need not to compromise on anything. And you just go do whatever you feel like, and then your dream will come true. Because शादी एक ही बार होती है.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gunjan is asking, how can I come better prepared to Sunny Palace when I come for my wedding? So I guess her question is that if she wants to come to Sunny Palace and host her wedding there, then
Mhm.
what are some things she can take care of in advance?
The only thing is timely booking, because as I can say that we are on like on the Shahid Path, and it is a hot property over there opposite to Lulu Mall. So we are fully booked all the time. So if you want to planning your wedding at Sunny Palace, you have to book very early in that case. This is what I can only say. And else we will take care of everything.
How early would that be?
6 months, I can say, 4 to 6 months definitely, and only this is the criteria. Other than that, we will take care of everything.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Rani is asking, what is your favorite festival in the wedding? Favorite tradition in the wedding?
Okay, favorite favorite tradition is like Jamal theme is my favorite one. This is what I really enjoy because nowadays brides and grooms are all alone on the stage, and they are doing different kinds of lovely things, like which looks very pretty and very lovely, like on our stage. What's happening there is, so I really like definitely I like that one.
Fab. Okay. And the last question is, Manisha is asking that my parents are not very supportive about my entrepreneurship. What can I do?
So that's what I told you earlier, that actually women are hesitating these days and they need validation. So if you want to really step into entrepreneurship, you need not to take any validation from anybody. You can start with small also, and then everything will go with the flow, and you will definitely, the things which you feel uncertain today, you will be proud of tomorrow. That's what.
Okay. I hope that really inspires Manisha to begin. Thank you for sharing that. I think my last question would be, there are so many things that must have happened in life, and perhaps what you know today, you did not know when you were a 12-year-old. So if you could tell your 12-year-old something, and through that medium, if you could tell a lot of young girls something, what would that message be?
Yeah, definitely. I would tell all the girls, I would tell myself if I would have been 12 years old, that take your own time, darling. No need to rush to become something. Instead, grow with it. That's what I said earlier, that the things which you feel uncertain today will be, you will be proud of tomorrow for those things. And I would tell myself, if I would have like 12 years old, that you have to be very consistent, and consistency is the key, which will shape up everything in the end, like your confidence, your self confidence, and your self belief will take you much higher than the perfection could ever be. So yes, this is what I would tell, that no need to rush, no need to rush, just take your own time and go with the flow.
I think that's an amazing message because there's just so much of pressure, and there are all
Hmm. Exactly.
expectations that, oh, this is the right time to get married, this is the
Exactly.
right time to do this is the right time to do that. And actually, none of that should happen.
Yeah, exactly. You should always take it as a presence, not as a pressure.
Amazing. And Satam, in terms of this being a petite brand, to all of the young girls that are listening and that who feel conscious about their height, uh,
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell them? Because there is nothing that has stopped you ever. Like the whole point of Inspiring Heights is we bring in hockey players, we bring in entrepreneurs like yourselves who've seen so much of success. We bring in doctors. Every field, women are saying, listen, my height has never been a limitation. I
Mm-hmm.
have achieved whatever success I wanted to. People listen to me. I hold authority. I don't feel conscious. I don't feel like I'm not stylish.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts about how you love your height, how you love yourself for the way that you are?
See, I've said that I was never insecure about my looks, about my height. I was very confident, and I never took it as a pressure. I always took it as a presence, And if you are clear with everything, that if you have the high standards, and if you maintain your standards, and if you are consistent, and if you have the consistency and clear with your ideas, then people will start one day recognizing you, and they will stop judging you. Then, so need not to be, take validation from anybody, and you need not to be feel insecure about yourself. You are the queen of your own life, so just rule it.
How amazing. I love the line that you don't care about pressure, you only care about presence. That's just
Yes,
such a beautiful line.
thank
Um,
you.
Amazing. It's been just so, so cool speaking with you, Satnam.
Same here.
Congratulations on the mind-blowing business that you're building. And I love that you have a future ahead, in terms of a vision ahead, in terms of what you want to do next. That makes
Yes,
it more inspiring because it's just like, I don't stop here. I want to do more. I have
yes,
hunger.
definitely.
um, I have seen glimpses of what Sunny Palace looks like. So for everyone who hasn't, if you haven't had a look yet, please do peep in. Please do see what a beautiful property it is.
Thank
And
you.
I'd love to be there sometime. I'm from UP.
Thank you. Okay, okay. Where are you from then?
So my family used to stay in Ghaziabad before this, and some
Okay,
lives in Delhi. We're based in Bangalore right now, but
okay, okay.
while whenever I'm visiting Delhi for business, that's one part of the city that I do try and visit.
Definitely, you have to come here now. You will definitely love it, and I will be hosting you. And you do come. Please come.
I will love that too.
Hmm.
Now we're in touch, so I would love to.
Yeah, definitely. Every time, every time. We will be.
Thank you, Satnam. And again, congratulations. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been such an honor speaking with you.
Same here, dear. And really love this session. Okay.
Thank you. Likewise. And to
Okay.
everyone who joined in, thank you for all of these questions.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for joining.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Lovely Sunday evening, Satnam.
Okay, have a nice day. Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Bye bye.